Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with career touchdown number 70. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 51 yards.
And the Jags come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are all tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey pushes him over. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 13-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have moved down in front.
So this game tied at the half, and we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Straight ahead, Etienne. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They'll start with the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. A give to Etienne running right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Robinson. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Mond. They're going for it.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Robinson with another carry.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play actions.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So the penalty there winds up on the offense, so obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he'll work down inside the 45.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, They have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 38. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range.
Ready. Black, 95.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. Always a benefit to have a quarterback that can roam outside of the pocket, make that throw, and I guess it's helpful to have a guy that can come down with a ball like that.
All of that ties in together perfectly. Imagine being on the other side of the ball, though. You think you've got coverage. The play gets extended. Now you've got to find a receiver to plaster onto before the ball gets there. Very difficult to do. They've been trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
He's back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on third down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early window games